A very good evening, my dear Silent Rose family. For today's reflection, I wanted to bring to your attention the many bitter moments we encounter in life. Life is always not going to go the smoothest way. There'll be many ups and downs, and some of them will be so extra difficult that it could carry a lot of bitter emotions with you. And so, if there are any of my dear friends who are going through something like this, I wanted to bring to your remembrance a little incident from the book of Exodus, where just after 3 days of the Israelites escaping from the Egyptians' captivity, the Israelites were thirsty, and in the wilderness it was very hard to come by water. And that was when they came by a place called Marah, where they found a potential source. However, the problem was that the water in Marah could not be drunk because it was bitter. And that's exactly why the place was called Marah. And the people began to grumble, and Moses immediately turned to the Lord and cried out for help. And it was exactly at this moment that the Lord showed Moses a log. And as soon as this log was thrown into the water became sweet. And so, my dear friends, many of us have a lot of bitter moments in our lives, and God sees them in your heart. But here's the beautiful thing with that. Our God is one who, in just a moment's time, can change those bitter memories into sweet memories. The question is, how many of us are going and openly talking to the Lord about these bitter moments that we encounter? The only reason the water of Marah ended up turning sweet was because Moses interceded towards God on behalf of the people. And so, my dear friends, sometimes while our God is an amazing God who might just on his own turn the bitter moments sweet for us, it is important for us to go and speak on our own behalves to God. God knows what we need, but God values so much any moment that you are willing to speak to Him openly and let Him into those bitter moments that you are struggling with. And the beautiful thing about this particular incident is that it ends with a permanent promise that God has made, which went something like this. If you went diligently listening to the voice of the Lord your God, and do that which is right in His eyes, and keep His commandments, and keep all His statutes, I will put none of the disease on you that I put on the Egyptians, for I am the Lord your healer. And so, my dear friends, similarly, the Lord also has a pact with you. And so, right now, you may be going through a bitter moment. But many times, as you go through this bitter moment, there is going to be a beautiful light at the end of the tunnel. And God will keep His promise to you, wherein no diseases shall be put on you the way it was put on the Egyptians. And so, my dear friends, for today I leave with you an invitation to be mindful of what are my bitter moments, and in this moment, what are some aspects that I can work on or heal, and ask the Lord to give you that guidance or healing. Have a blessed evening, dear friends. God bless.